Indeed, Christmas is staring us all right in the face. For many, this is the happiest time of the year, but in Joe Biden's America, the chaos and disarray apparently will not take a holiday. What do you think made Elon Musk tweet this, quote, "Enough is enough"? Well, the sad truth is that it truly could have been anything. We haven't had a president in quite some time, long enough for the animals over the zoo to take over. There's an answer to this question. Elon Musk was reacting to the latest horror story authored by a violent, illegal animal. This one is really something. Take a look at the front page of the New York Post from this morning. For you folks that are listening on radio, it's Migrant Fire Horror. An invader from Guatemala decided to light an innocent subway passenger, a female, while she was sleeping, on fire, burning her to death in broad daylight. You heard me right. He literally lit this woman on fire. This was completely unprovoked. This woman was sitting on the subway, sleeping, minding her own business. In fact, there are several reports that she was actually sleeping, maybe dozing off. And this thug, and here's what the CNN writes, police said they don't believe the victim and the suspect knew one another. CNN's reporting that the victim and her killer had never even met. This animal had no idea who this woman was, yet for no reason at all, he decided to light her on fire, and then he watched her burn. The diseases that these migrant pigs bring into our country don't compare to the sadistic mental illnesses that many of them bring over with them. Remember when Trump said, bad hombres? Bad hombres. He said he was going to close the border. He came down that escalator in 2015, going to run for president in 2016. He said, I'm going to close the border. I'm going to build a wall, keep the bad hombres out. The left went apoplectic. The left said, oh, what a racist, what a bigot. Bad hombres. He used the word bad hombres. Well, look at these idiots, these Tren de la Araguas and these people from Venezuela. This guy was from Guatemala. They come over and they're raping and killing. Laken Riley lit this woman on fire on the subway. Why on earth would you light a complete stranger on fire? I'm seriously asking, does anyone have any idea why someone would do such a thing? These people are bringing drugs, weapons, illness, anger, thuggery to the United States. Yet this will be another unprovoked murder that our president will have nothing to say about, I'm sure. I understand America has turned the page on Joe Biden, but that certainly doesn't relieve him of his presidential duties. Put it this way. If your favorite baseball team took an 18-year-old shortstop prospect in the first round of the draft, does that mean the current shortstop should just retire? Of course not. Should your team take the field one man short every single game until the eventual successor is ready to take over? No, you still play the freaking game. Play the game with the shortstop you got, but the shortstop better play the game well. If he knows he's traded, is he going to start, missing the ball? He can go up to bat, he's going to strike out because he knows the team traded him? Of course not. That's not how it works. You complete the work you signed up for. Joe Biden has completely quit on the American people. The New York subway system transports hundreds of thousands of commuters every single day, maybe even millions, folks. Do you think the president of the United States will even get a briefing on this brutal attack? What would have happened if that entire subway car went up in flames and killed, 10, 15 more people? Or worse, what if the flames spread further? It's a subway. If that thing is moving, there's no way out. We're very close to covering a Christmas week terrorist attack. Yet, not a word from the Democrats, not a one of them. Maybe it's better that these Democrats keep their freaking mouths shut all at a time, all of them. We all know what AOC wanted to do to keep our subways safe. Listen to what she had to say about Daniel Penny of No Less.
If we do not want violence on our subways, and the point of our justice system is a level of accountability to prevent a person who does not have remorse about taking another person's life. I mean, even people who have engaged in manslaughter or have taken a life accidentally express remorse. And so the fact that a person may express no remorse indicates that there's a risk that it may happen again. And if we do not want to unleash that level of violence, then we should exert a level of accountability to prevent that from happening again.
Hey, AOC, you dolt. Are you kidding me? Apply that same comment to this illegal invader that you so openly want to embrace. All these illegals coming across the border, you moron. Are you freaking kidding me? You're going to point at Daniel Penny saying he wasn't remorseful when he was saving people's lives on that subway, but you don't open your freaking little Hispanic mouth about this one? Really? Are you kidding me? And don't get on me about saying Hispanic. I am Hispanic, okay? Leave me alone. I'll tell you about that later. But I wonder how remorseful this Guatemalan alien is after burning this poor sleeping woman to death. Do you think he feels the complex level of regret that AOC is babbling on about Daniel Penny? I bet you not. I'll say it again. An innocent commuter was lit on fire while minding her own business. All of the make-believe subway safety activists who bitched about Daniel Penny saving lives have some serious splaining to do, Lucy. If they decide to stay quiet about this, AOC, you better believe I'm talking about you too, sweetheart. The worst part about this story is that innocent commuters who rely on the subway system are being fed BS about how their elected leaders are making the place so much safer. Kathy Hochul, governor of the state of New York, one of the worst governors, by the way, in the country, posted this video on social media literally the day this woman was burned to death on the subway. Listen.
I'm on the subway train heading out to Queens Center. I have a lot of, not quite last minute, but I have holiday shopping to do. I've got an adorable 2-year-old granddaughter, so it's a lot more fun to shop. I can take the subway wherever we need to go. I want all New Yorkers to feel safe, which is why we've added so many more National Guard, over 250 more people that'll make sure that your ride is as safe as it can be.
So this woman was burned to death, and within 2 hours or so, Kathy Hochul puts out this video about how safe she's making the subway. As of this taping, she had not pulled that video down. And again, folks, that wasn't before. It was after. And no one has gotten to Hochul saying, you may want to take that video down. Maybe they will by the time this is airing this afternoon, Monday afternoon, but certainly not as, how's this? It hasn't happened all weekend long. Certainly aged like milk, and I don't mean almond milk. Notice how nobody's standing anywhere near the governor while she takes this shameless PR video on the subway. It's not real life, Kathy. The average commuter doesn't ride the subway with a security detail and 10 square feet of unoccupied personal space. They're often body to body with complete strangers, and sometimes it gets disgusting, folks. 20 years I took that freaking subway. There are people rubbing up against you with things that you don't even want to talk about, and I'm telling you, it's disgusting, New York subway. It's not like what you see in Kathy Hochul's video right there. That video from Hochul is exactly what the Democrats do. They love to portray this fabricated, completely false picture of what they see as American reality. They know that none of us get to live like they do. Nothing makes that point better than Kathy Hochul's subway car security detail just hours after that woman was lit on fire. I want to move on from this horror story to another societal poison that just won't leave us alone. The woke culture. You know, folks, I thought woke was dead. I thought Trump was elected. All the left and liberal nut jobs put their tail between their legs and said, you know, we went too far. Well, maybe I was wrong. Take a look at this repugnant TikTok from an actual American educator.
All right, everybody. Today is Gender Reassignment Day. I'm going to come around and give you each a new gender and pronouns. Jimmy, you're now Jamay, she, her. Carlos, you're now Carla, she, they. Rebecca, those shoes are giving pure cuteness, but they're also giving non-binary. Oh and Jack. Jack, you are now Jackie, she, her.
That nut job is a teacher teaching your kids, folks. You want your kid listening to that nut? You're paying his moron salary to teach your kids. Today is Gender Reassignment Day. Everyone is going to be involved whether they want to or not. That's the problem. Listen, I'm libertarian. You want to be gay? Be gay. I don't give a shit. You want to dress like a freaking cat and pick up other cats? I don't care. Just don't do it with the kids. That's your teachers. High time right now to reopen the insane asylums. Wokeness is a disease. These deranged people actually think it's their way or the highway, and they think it's normal. What's worse is that these lunatics seem to always find their way into our classrooms. How does this keep on happening? Who's hiring these freaks? Donald Trump may not reopen institutions. I think he should. But he knows that this insane behavior has to stop. Fortunately, for all of us, he seems to be very focused, laser focused on making sure that happens under his watch. Listen.
Woke has to stop because along with everything else, it's destroying our country. We're going to stop woke. Woke is bullshit.
See, that's awesome. Listen, I got to tell you, 45th and 47th president saying woke is bullshit. I think it's just great. I know a lot of people, the president shouldn't use those. Screw you. He should. It's time. Saying he shouldn't is woke in itself. America's done with the bullshit. America's done with cable news filtering everything that you see. It goes through a boardroom and then it goes through an advertising department. Can he say that? Can Brian Kilmeade say that? Listen to these guys. Listen to Kilmeade and Ducey and Brett Baer and all of them. I love them. They're all my friends. I'm using them as an example because we know it happens on the left, but it happens on the right too. Every word out of their mouth is measured. They worry about everything they say because they're going to piss someone off, either in the boardroom or in the corporate room where they decide how much money the company's making from advertisers. They are measured. Trump says woke is bullshit. Bolling says, I agree with Trump. Woke is bullshit. Let me hear you say that on Fox News or anywhere else, folks. It ain't going to happen. Inauguration day can't come soon enough. For the next month, all we can do is pray that the damage is minimal, but we'll get into that in a second.